And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Amazing ATS, Denelvis Arc. What is up today, guys? And as you can tell in the stream title, we are going old school once again today. We've got the Autocar AT out from XPS, and this is fully updated for 1.37. We also got the 1970s Kentucky moving van on behind us. Try to get a period era trailer that will go with this. Right now we are sitting at the airport in Phoenix. First run today is going over to Shaky Town, otherwise known as Los Angeles to the Staples. We got a load of office furniture on, and underneath the hood today we have a Caterpillar 3406 mechanical engine, 425 horsepower, 1650 on the torque. So without any further waiting, let's climb in the truck, get her fired up, and let's get trucking. Yeah, the skin that is on the truck, that is actually included. I just tried to get the colors as close as I could to the colors on the trailer. I know when we get over to Staples, I'm going to have a little bit of fun backing this in. I have not backed a trailer this short in quite a while.
Turn left. Keep to the right, and then turn right.
Whoa, that car just blew the stoplight. Now, if you guys are wondering where you can get the 1970s moving trailer at, that is from the ATS Mod Update group on Facebook. It is a free download. And of course, the truck is available on the SCS forums.
Turn right.
How's everybody's Saturday going so far? I mean, I know I cannot complain where I'm at. It's 72 degrees, nice and sunny. we're not running any air horn mods today, so it's basically just going to be the default sounds of the air horns that SES gave us with 137. That sounds like my weather earlier this week, Ark. I mean, literally for 3 days straight, it was like gusting up to 50 miles an hour here. I don't know, should we risk this thing going up to 75? Might shake her apart. Well, in the real world, it might shake apart. Here in game, it's not going to. Thank goodness we don't have a dashboard computer, because without having an aero wing on the top of this, our fuel mileage today is going to be in the basement. And it looks like we got a working pyrometer too. I was going to run the W900A today, but during some testing I found out the speedometer is way off on it. So it's like, okay, we'll just do a little bit older than that and use the Autocar. Or maybe a touch newer, really. I can't remember when this truck was made, to be honest. W900A that's in the workshop is from 1974. am so glad that truck decided to sit right there. Otherwise, we might have had a problem. And knowing the AI in this game, I mean, it seems like they are always out to try and kill you. Thank you so much there for that subscribe, and I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce your name. As long as the AI behaves themselves today, I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue. The whole thing is getting the AI to behave themselves, which 9 times out of 10, they don't. Anybody got any plans for this Memorial Day weekend? I know for me, I'm going to be sitting at home, really. I'm not going to say we're still on lockdown. We have freedom of travel, but a lot of places are still closed. We actually are allowing everything to open up next Friday, the 29th. So that would be bars, restaurants, movie theater, the bowling alley, everything operating at limited capacity, though. Hey, Thomas, how's it going today? Travis, great to see you. It is going awesome like a possum. Not too far from Shaky Town. We're in the Autocar AT today from XBS. And we are using a engine mod today from Robin Ickes. It's the 3406 mechanical engine mod. So we're basically running a 3406E at 425 on the horsepower, 1650 on the torque, 18-speed transmission, which is what's included in the game with the 325 rear ends. And the trailer today is the 1970 Kentucky moving van, which is available on the Facebook group ATS Mod Updates. That is a free group. You don't even need to join in order to download this. ATS Mod Updates. You don't even need to be a member to browse it, and you can find the trailer in there. It's going to be a mega link for the download. SCS Forums, Thomas, from XBS. you guys are wondering what that red light is down there, that just is a visual notification that the engine brake is on. Appreciate that, AJ. And no point in waiting behind all those vehicles. And now we're just gonna have to jump into the right lane. Oh no, never mind. The right lane goes to the garage, left lane goes to Staples. I checked before I started streaming, Travis, not updated as of yet. Oh, that never. I'm sitting here thinking we're by the garage. Yeah, that's up the ways a little bit here. And I was thinking that was the FedEx across the way. Yeah, can you guys tell I haven't been here to Shaky Town in a bit? That was updated during the beta, Nathaniel, but yes, the K100 is, and he is constantly working on that and adding things that he wants to add to it, but yeah, it's a great truck. They want this. Hey, an easy one. Yeah, we're gonna pull right out of here also. I'm not gonna be searching all over the city for another load for this. We should have something here already. Alright, when's that due? Thursday up to Tacoma? Wow, that's a hell of a long trip, but, that's where we're going. really, they are not updating during May. That's crazy. And they've got real operations coming up on the 30th too. I figured they would be updating for that. And the update to 137 was like 3 gigabyte. And I am definitely not going to be downgrading it just in order to go on to real operations. Hell no. That, and I figured, and I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to be doing that either. And that's an awful lot of downloading just in order to jump onto Truckers MP. I'm just going to do one thing here because my seat's being, well, at least here in real life, my seat's being a royal pain in the butt. So we're just going to go ahead and do that there. And granted, yes, 137 was a huge update, but not. And a lot of people are getting pissed because they're not updated as of yet. Did they even look at stuff when the open beta dropped for ATS? They could have got a head start on it, but no. Hey, let's wait until it drops for ETS 2 and make everybody wait. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Now, granted, yes, I know their developers do have full-time jobs and whatnot, so if they're doing that kind of stuff in real life, I'm sure they don't want to come home and start doing more coding. Yeah, 136 was the same way. And literally, it took them the open beta for 136 for ATS lasted about a month, and then another month for ETS 2, and then we had to wait like 2 weeks once 136 dropped in order to get the update for Truckers MP. Hey Zach, what's up today? And don't get me wrong, I'm not trashing TMP, but it doesn't make sense, some of the things that they do. You know, with my brother driving during this also, some companies are well, I'm not going to say they're being jerks about it. I understand why they're doing it, but he's more ticked off at the truck stops because, and he goes in, he gets a big old cup filled with coffee in the morning, and then he has a thermos. And some of the truck stops are not allowing those thermoses to be filled. It's like, really? Come on, you guys. If it wasn't for the truckers, this country would definitely stop.
Use the left lane ahead.
No idea what the E is, but might be a generation of K100, then A, B, C, D, E, prime movers and things like that. It's probably just a generation designation there, Nathaniel, but do not quote me on that. Hey, Peterbilt guy, how's it going? Thanks for that confirmation.
Use the left lane ahead.
Whoa, we still got 5 hours of drive time? Hey, we can get a good majority of that. We should be able to get up near easily San Francisco before we have to stop.
Use the right lane ahead.
Hey, Terry, I am doing great. How about you today? You got your computer yet? Alright, quick question for you guys. Does anybody have like an Alcantara steering wheel in their real life cars? What do you use to clean it? Are you using Sonax in ordering that, or what would be a good cleaner for Alcantara? I was thinking about just ordering Sonex because that's what a lot of people on YouTube are recommending. And my steering wheel on my setup is Alcantara, and it definitely needs to get cleaned here shortly, so that's why I was asking. Roger on that, Terry. Just makes you itch even more that you don't have it, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything, but I can definitely understand. Another thing I'm debating here is, do we go for the full 11 hour of drive, or do we pull in as soon as I hear like the first yawn and we stop then? I'm just trying to debate here, because if I go for the full drive, that's going to put us to like noontime tomorrow, if not more, before we get that. So we'll get daylight driving, but not as much if I stop at the first yawn that I hear. Plus, we're not due until Friday morning at the latest, so let's take a look at mileage. Still 943. Yeah, I think it would be best with this that we go for the full drive, just looking at this here. Worst thing, Zach, is I've seen drivers pull other people kingpins, and then the driver has no idea, and he's thinking nobody was messing with this truck. Well, what happens? He pulls out, and the trailer falls, and the glad hands go smacking into the back of the sleeper. And then you do need to get a wrecker out there in order to lift the trailer so you can lower the landing gear to hook back up to it. And I have no idea why people do that, but they're idiots. Well, the nice feature though today is a lot of trucks now have the fifth wheel lock inside the cab, and they don't have a pull bar on the fifth wheel. So, and it doesn't happen near as often, but I definitely got into when I was parking, I would pull on the trailer brakes and then pull the truck on the kingpin so they couldn't do it to me. Now, if I streamed Farm Sim 19, I might use it, Zach, but I don't. I haven't touched that in about a month and a half. not sure yet, Terry. And the guy that smacked him didn't bother, the driver of the Classic was not at his truck when it happened. And the other driver just backed in and, whoop, hit something. I'm going to get out of here. Well, if it was a backing accident that he got backed into, every single one of those is preventable. So why aren't they going after the other guy's insurance? All the large national carriers, I'm sure they've got multi-million-dollar policies too. Well, the engine sounds by default in the K100 are off the W9, but most of Robin Ikes' mods do work in the K100. If you can send it through email, Zach, that will be fine. You can get my email address underneath the About on my page, and you just need to do a couple of clicks there, and then you'll get it. Yeah, probably the cab files might be missing on there, Peterbilt. That's the only thing I can think of. Viper, thank you so much for watching those. Yeah, my email might not be able to accept a gig download or a gig file. Gotta figure out how to do that then. Alright, we are yawning, so we're gonna jump off here and we're gonna go get some sleep. Roger that. Thank you so much for the subscribe there, Viper. I appreciate it.
Navigation resumed.
Oh, the conventional that we had when I was in tractor trailer school was in FLC. Still am, yes, but is it as often as before? Not really. Alright, 777 miles. Oh, it's Wednesday. Here I was thinking, we got until Friday morning to do this. Why the heck was I thinking that it was already Wednesday and we were going to be driving Thursday all day in order to get up to there?
Navigation resumed. In 650 feet, turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, for some odd reason, I always, well, not for some odd reason, I always grab the left lane going through Sacramento. With the cars jumping on and how short these exit ramps are up here, and the trucks literally, if they're getting off, they slam on their brakes. It's pretty much exactly like the exit ramp we got off at Stockton. Very short and very steep.
Use the left lane ahead.
What's the pyro running? 500 degrees, not too bad. Holy moly, we got by both way stations here on 5? I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me. With Idaho right around the corner, what are you guys most interested in seeing in Idaho? Was it the logging industry? Is it maybe going to be the farming? can buy the game right off of Steam Vibra. However, if you're not sure if your computer will run the game, there is a demo that you can download. One word of warning on the demo. There are 2 garages in the demo since you're just running in California. There's one in El Centro and one in Hornbrook. Those garages are not in the full game, so you will need to start a new profile when you get the game, or somehow buy a new garage and sell those. Yeah, there's going to be 3 new logging sites in Idaho, and I'm guessing those are more going to be in the Panhandle, maybe one in maybe the southeast or the eastern side of the state, but I can definitely see one of them being in the Panhandle. And my guess is going to be more on the north side, like Coeur d'Alene is where we would see it. And I'm interested in the farming too, especially we're going to be hopefully getting a new load or 2 for the grain hauler. Put some potatoes in there. Carter, I am using a wheel. All of my specs are listed below in the video. You, however, don't need a wheel to play the game. You can play on a keyboard. Xbox controller is another popular choice. Exactly, you can use your mouse for steering too. No, this game is PC only. Hey Justin, how's it going today? Yeah, there's a keyboard warrior right there. What's up? Hey Daniel, great to see you. Now I mean, you can run a 270-degree wheel on this, say like a Thrustmaster T80. However, what you're going to run into is, since that wheel is just a bungee wheel and only 270, you're going to have to adjust your steering sensitivity and steering non-linearity in order to get somewhat away from the snappy movements. I recommend spending $100 more and going with either a Thrustmaster T150 or the TMX. That the wheels are 900 and 1080 degrees on their own, and they're going to be a little bit better, I think, as the game's designed for 900 degrees. Oh yeah, stay in nice and safe. Right now I'm thawing out some sirloin steak for dinner, so cooking those up on the grill tonight. So yum yum. Yeah, one thing that you're gonna have to take a look at, especially with COVID-19 going on, a lot of the prices on Amazon are up a little bit more than where they should be. You can get the T150 and the TMX from the Dell store at their regular manufacturer suggested retail of $199. If you can find them cheaper than that on Amazon, being new, by all means go for it. And if it's going to be from a third-party seller, make sure you check their feedback. I got half tank of fuel still. Yep, we're good there. So we should be able to get up to maybe Salem or Portland today. Maybe, if not there, definitely Eugene. There you go, Xander. Because that's the one I recommended to you. You're welcome, Carter. Hey, IBX, how's it going? Long time no see. Nine hours? Actually, we might even be able to get to Tacoma tonight. Well, sometime on Thursday we'll be getting to Tacoma. We got 9 hours of drive time still. That puts us to 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I did notice that some things they've eased on, and they're starting to honor the Prime shipping again. Yeah, but Justin, once 137 gets updated for TMP, you and Xander need to hop in there with me. The Dell website, the Dell store themselves, if you're not able to find the T150 and TMX on Amazon at MSRP, the Dell store has them at the $199 or the $200. And they, Xander, actually, I recommended that he gets one of those, and that's where he ordered it from. I think he had it in 4 days. It shipped out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania. One thing that I have set up on my game is I've got a HDR monitor sitting in front of me, so the graphics that you are seeing are actually on depending on your monitor, but I've got mine tuned for what my video card and my monitor is, so you may, once you get the game set up on your side, you may have some things that are the same. How did I know you were going to do that, you stupid four-wheeler? Yeah, for 20 bucks, this is not bad. The base game itself, you will get most of the features in the game. So you'll get California, Nevada, and Arizona. There have been 4 paid map expansions, and those are New Mexico, Oregon, Washington, and just November of last year we've got Utah. And what's going to be coming here by the end of summer is a new map expansion of Idaho.
Navigation resumed. Turn right. Navigation resumed.
Wow, really? You had to pull us in here, didn't you, Oregon, to weigh us for 50,000 pounds? Your game log should tell you why you are crashing. And this is the problem here. Well, I call it a problem. The traffic model is, it does work in the game, but it's more based on European traffic than it is American. So you will get cars that will be jumping on an interstate and all of a sudden they'll stop right in front of you. Oh yeah, I am running mods. The truck I'm running today is a mod. The trailer is, I've got two different graphics mods. One of them is going to be the sky textures, and if you see on the side of the road a whole bunch of flowers, that is a summer mod that adds those in. And the engine today is a mod in addition. You guys don't see that, but right now here in cab with my RTX 2070, I'm right around 100 FPS. You don't need an overly powerful computer to play this. I'm running nearly everything on Ultra, and that's why my FPS is low. If I change all my settings and whatnot to, say, like the lowest settings, I'll easily be maxing out my monitor. And by by default, the anti-aliasing in the game is not the greatest. I am running some fixes through NVIDIA Profile Inspector, so my AA looks a whole lot better, and that does cut my FPS a little bit too. I am running high to ultra on almost everything. So far I've been streaming an hour and 17 minutes. Hey James, how's it going this fine Saturday? I know where this place is in real life. Now, what we're going to see here in Canyonville, there's a big old casino that sits right off of I-5. In-game, it is called Seven Features, but for those who live out on the West Coast, it's called Seven Feathers. They got a trucker special out there, steak and eggs for like $8. Oh yeah, I'll be cooking out on the grill tonight. I've got some sirloin steaks we're going to be grilling up. A couple more bends here and we're going to be running into another chicken coop. Thank you, Oregon. That will be a decent card for this, James.
Navigation resumed.
Yeah, even though we weren't yawning, I just wanted to go ahead and stop anyway. Oh, look at that thunderstorm we wake up to. That card should work for the game quite alright, James. Is that sold and shipped by Newegg also, or is it through a third party? Why is that Mustang having their T-top down when it's pouring? You're getting wet. Oh, convertible top, T-top, whatever.
Use the left lane ahead.
Yeah, we're in the Autocar AT today. Oh yeah, and fully updated for 137. The DC, I believe, XPS is still working on. It's not a downpour, people. Keep your foot in the accelerator. raining anymore, but the AI is not driving crazy. That doesn't make sense. Lights stay green here. I've only ever got stopped once going across this bridge, and it wasn't long before there was a whole bunch of traffic waiting. Alright, lights are green. Miguel, what's up today? Yes, my Saturday is going great. Can't complain about 72 and sunny. Hey George, how's it going today? And for those who are just joining in, we've got the Autocar AT from XBS today, available on the SCS forums. And then the trailer behind us, this is the 1970 Kentucky moving van, available from the ATS Mods Update Facebook group. SCS air horns. Yeah, the engine mod is the 3406 mechanical from Robinicus. They do, yes, 4 engines by default. And that top mirror there on the passenger side, that's as far as it will go in. I do have the new physical mirrors enabled, so, and just something to look out for. Finn, I am doing great today. How about you? Oh, we are today, yeah. Yeah, we're using one of the default skins that are on the truck. Tried to match the colors as close as possible to Atlas. I think I did all right on it.
In 650 feet, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Hey, straight in back works for me. I'm glad we don't need to do a blindside. Oh, that's actually pretty good. We made it from Shaky Town all the way up to here in about a day and a half or so. Well, 2 days. Quite the payday there, 46,000. Alright, those are actually too long for what I'd like to do, so let's see, what else do we got here? Those are too long. Let's check Olympia. Nope, not going back down to Shaky Town. Seattle. Do we got anything going to Spokane? No. Alright, so looks like it's Wenatchee. Alright, so we just gotta go over to the port and get this. Yes, windows are down. And before we go to the port, there's going to be a Love's over there, I think, and we're going to stop and get ourselves some go-go juice. I kind of wish they would move these markers to where we're actually in front of the pumps, not in the middle. Ah, 223 gallon, not too bad. Are you kidding me? That load disappeared. Oh, gotta love when that happens. Yeah, it was a urgent delivery and also a hot load, so let's take a look. Can't do any external contracts because of the trailer. Let's see, what else is here? And these are all way too long. Way too long. Everett, what do we got? If need be, I will just teleport myself up there. Nope. Aberdeen, nothing. Even that's too long. Way too long. Nothing in there. Wow, what is with this trailer? And it seems like everything is like way, way, way long. Alright, I guess we'll do Colville to Yakima.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Navigation resumed.
And just so I didn't have to drive all the way across the state. Watch us pull out of here and get pulled right into the chicken coop too. Now this is typical of where I live. Traffic gets cleared one way, but then there's a ton more coming from the other. Hey Miles, how's it going today? In the cities, it's about 1 to 3. Out in the middle of nowhere, it's 1 to 20. So here, as we're going through Spokane, the ratio of the city is 1 to 3, including time. So once we get out of Spokane onto Interstate 90, it's going to jump to 1 to 20. There is a multiplayer, but it's more of a game hack. All you would see is other players. AI traffic would be gone. Alright, so right now we're just leaving Spokane. The timescale should have gone up to 1 to 20, so you'll start seeing the time going a little bit faster. Yeah, see, you can definitely tell when you're in the city and when you're out of it. Hey, Crazy, what's up today? Doing awesome like a possum. There would only be like racing games like Project Cars and Assetto Corsa. Oh, that's an older Walmart paint job on that wagon. I think I have that mod, Crizzy. It's the one I've been getting, well, the one that's been updated from ATS Mod Updates, the Facebook group. Should have a Conestoga in there, a covered wagon, and then just your bare plain skateboard. A lot of drill modding's trailers are extremely heavy, and the Vanguard is not as heavy as, say, his 3000R, but a lot of people are growing frustrated because he's been told about things for a year that were wrong, and he doesn't fix them. He's mentioned about more than a month and a half ago about fixing the lights on the 3000R, saying an update would be out next week, and nothing. Now, granted, he is in the military, so I'm going to cut him a little bit of slack. noticed though, with Keith D trailers, the one that he's been updating, it seems whatever SCS did in 137, any one of his that are updated for 136 now have red glad hands on them. So it's like, I mean, yes, the trailers are usable if you don't mind seeing a texture not found on the glad hands. Hey Ron, what's up today? Yeah, this is gorgeous right now where it is at dusk and you can get the stars coming through with still enough light. This looks absolutely gorgeous. And then those colors right there, it's like, wow. Where I live, it's been a cold spring. And a couple of weeks ago, we were up in the upper 70s, and the next day we were down in the 40s. You don't even need to create a Facebook account in order to get that mod. And it is a public group and no account needed. There's mega links there in order to get it. that since that is a public group, the links are in the announcements. Now, granted, you can't see the announcements, but right now there is a cover photo contest going on with announcements linked, and you can go in there and pretty much download anything. Whoops, we almost tagged that cop car. Yeah, we do have an Atlas skin on the 70s Kentucky moving van today. I'm not sure if I have or not, Chrissy. And I got an idea what autism awareness is going to look like, a bunch of puzzle pieces. Alright, and this is where we're going to call this Saturday afternoon stream. I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, like always, please leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and slap the hell out of that red subscribe button. You can then enable notifications by clicking on the gray bell. Have a great rest of your Saturdays. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip flop.